I'm back with Wuthering Way. My original plan was to, do a stream, play through the story of 3.2 after doing pretty much everything in every map, which I have, done. You can see here, it's all done. Not just here, but in Renacita, in the Black Shores, and the one that took the most, Wanlong, Jingzhou, whatever you want to call it. Everything's done. Took a while. But I made a bunch of asteroids that I used just to get this lady over here. I spent everything on her. Didn't even get her weapon. But, well, got her at the very least. Now I'm trying to gather as many asteroids as I can to get the hot dog. This one. The hot guy. No luck so far. And I spent a lot of my remaining asteroids and free whatevers. But anyway, things got away from me. Busy with other, playing other games that I, just released or been looking forward to, plus recording footage for some retrospectives that I'm planning on doing soon. But the important, with all of those, gathering footage, basically playing through all the games is part of the process, and it's honestly the part that takes the most work, to be fair. So in the end, again, things got away from me, didn't do a stream, so I thought, you know what, I can carve out a little block of time for me, and I can just do the remaining bit of the story of 3.1, which is, from the patch when Mr. Hot Doctor came into play. I did stream the first chunk of 3.1, and I loved it to bits. Amy's story is phenomenal. It's truly outstanding. Heartbreaking, but outstanding. So I'm very curious on where things are going next. So, without any further ado, let's go.
Navora. She's been staying here to recover.
Ah, Navora. Who are you again? I'm supposed to. I guess. Oh, I know. Now I remember.
How are you recovering from your injuries, Navora?
All right, let me out of advance.
Oh, it's you, Rover. Yes. I'm feeling much better. Dr. Herson took very good care of me. I just did what he said and rested for a few days here, and I barely feel any pain now. Are you here to visit him?
Yes, we have something to discuss. Is he here?
He's in the counseling room next door. My friend Sigrika is in there. It might take a while, huh?
Thanks.
Is something going on with Sigrika that we should know? Or is it just hypochondriac? Ooh. Cutscene? Special cutscene? No, just Fate to Black. Oh, no. It is special cutscene.
How to put this? I think you can have more faith in yourself, Sigrika.
Faith in myself.
Yeah, you look like Princess Zelda. You should rock it.
People can be more perceptive than you might realize, including those you care about. So try not to take everything to heart. Go a little easier on yourself. Good or bad, true or false, these things have a way of coming to light. And as your friend Denia said, sometimes a little distraction is good for your health.
Yeah. I'll give it a try. Thank you, Dr. Herson.
You're welcome. Again, don't push yourself too hard. I take it you're the type who'd suddenly bolt up in bed at night, wide awake, worrying about an exam? And that'd probably go on for a whole week.
Huh? Is it really that obvious?
Only my conjecture. Would you like some candy?
This is such a weird
Sweet talk with a
conversation.
smile.
Sure. And is it okay for me to come back some other time, Dr. Harrison?
Why, of course. Feel free to visit my office anytime, Sigrika.
I think she's got a crush on the doc. I mean, I can't blame her. The man is eye candy. He's man candy. Something is I don't know, something is weird about her.
So, about that exostrider plan you mentioned. Let's get into it.
All in good time. Let's start with something lighter first.
Because we need to pad the run.
Something lighter?
Any topic at all. But let's slow the tempo a little. You're too eager. Your emotions are clouding your judgment. You must feel it too.
You must find balance in the Force, young Padawan.
Here. A piece of candy? It'll help take the edge off.
Is
and
this,
lighten the
are
mood.
these candies drugged? And this dude is just pushing them on everybody? You know, the first status
No.
taste is free.
Thanks.
And then that's how he hooks you, you know?
I understand your anxiety over Imeth's situation. You've always held her dear, but it's taken more out of you than you realize. Things are best taken one step at a time. The Exostrider hasn't awakened yet. The key is to pace ourselves. Slow and steady, right?
Okay. You're right. Let's table the Exostrider for now. Let's talk about you, Luuk. I trust Imeth. What we experienced together proved she was telling me the truth. And there's a connection there I can't ignore. But you and me, we might be strangers in passing who became confidants, as you put it. But it feels like every conversation we've had just skims the surface. I prefer to know who I'm working with before jumping into something as big as opening the Strider Gate. It'll affect the entire Lahairoi region.
Point taken. It seems a proper introduction is long overdue. Please, ask me anything. I'll answer as candidly as I can.
Are you a consultant from the Black Shores?
That I am not. Work that leaves documented trails doesn't suit my style. But I am acquainted with quite a few bloom bearers.
Imeth said she didn't know you well, but that I could trust you. You also know about the bond between me and her. How?
Imeth is a sharp girl. Even though you never introduced me to her, she could read between the lines of your actions. She's a lot like you. Smart, driven, good at bearing burdens. Though she's proven to be even more stubborn than you are. After you left Lahairoi, she came to see me a few times in the name of counseling. To learn about you.
You didn't tell her anything.
I didn't. You had other tasks for me here in Lahairoi. You didn't let us properly get to know each other because you wanted to shield her from my line of work. She later stopped these visits after realizing that.
What is her line of work? Assassination?
Still, I really hoped she would have opened up to me more. You both tend to keep things to yourselves, and that's never good for anyone.
One last question.
What is your line of work?
What did you mean? I had other tasks for you.
That is a key topic, but not suitable for discussion here.
Many prying eyes?
The
Walls
Space
of
Trek
ears?
Collective is backed by a number of different nations and powers. Their internal politics are of
I knew
no
it.
concern to us. There are many watching eyes among the support staff. The infirmary is, after all, a public space. Why don't we take this somewhere more private?
You have a sonorosphere we can dive into?
I have a place in mind. Just come with me, Golden Boy.
I mean, he is spot on the whole thing of the rover, carrying burdens. There's one
More personal business to attend to
interruption.
again,
That
Dr.
droid,
Hudson?
Nana, freaks me out. Something about her face
Just a quick
just
break, Nana.
find
Mind holding down the fort?
disturbing.
The next shift will be here soon.
Take care, Doctor. Do try to return in one piece.
Yeah, no.
Don't
No.
worry. I have him
Get
with
that
me
away
today.
from me. No, get it away from me. Anyway, yeah, the rover does love to put burdens on himself and kind of assume blame for stuff that is not really his fault. Like,
Thunderman.
he has no responsibility on
Yes.
stuff that he did
Keep
in another
a
life.
small workspace of my own here.
And yes, I am obsessed with Dancing Through the Fantasies. So that's the only song on my radio. It's my favorite. It's really my favorite Wuthering Waves song.
Leave them to me. Let's not waste any more time. My past gets deeper. Imbalance ends here, onto in size. A bearable price. Veins exposed.
Only thing I don't like about his combat style is
The
how
Exostrider's sword
floaty
has
it
unique
is.
frequency. It shields my workspace from most long-range detection.
which has been a bit of an issue with a lot of the
You
characters
picked a good
recently.
spot.
They are all very floaty. I do wonder if Rover's gonna get a new power this time around, or if this is more a shorter story where that doesn't happen. Anyway, let's continue with the story.
Quite a stash.
You have your own umbrella laboratory?
This is what a secret room is about.
Gonna be a tank with a tyrant.
Now, where were we? Let's start with the conclusion before we get into all the details. You asked me to come to Lahai Roy to watch for any Fractsidus activity. Warren was the first Fractsidus mole you uncovered, and he certainly won't be the last. Think of the Space Trek Collective as a web of competing powers. It's as much a haven for independence as a playground for agendas. An isolated polar region, rich with exoswarm and the potential for technological breakthrough. Lahai Roy is a gold mine, even for the Fractsidus.
You're saying the fall of Helios wasn't their real goal?
It was one of several. After your journey in Huanglong and Renacida, I'm sure you've come to realize their true aim.
The Thenodian. Aleph 1.
Correct. Given the Threnodians' unique nature, it's sure to catch their attention. Moreover, Aleph 1 is closely linked to the Strider Gate, which may be our ticket to outer space.
Spying on the Fractsidus is risky. Why would I have chosen you for this task?
Well, that is a bit of a long story.
Are you the the script writer from
You've always
that
preferred to
character
see
from
things for
Renacida?
yourself. Please.
Probably not. But
follow me to
it's
that
good to speculate. Examine the transparent container, which appears to have some kind of liquid inside. There's a golden hue quietly contained inside. I thought I saw other things. You realize it looks identical to the blood that flowed from Luke's hand during your fight in the space station. You bleed gold?
The golden serum, developed by the Naviale group. I prefer its other name, Ichor. My father started it as a medication for rare diseases. But as research progressed, it came to represent something far more
It's the
ambitious.
super soldier serum from Captain America.
Drug of evolution.
Evolution. Sounds like something the Fractsidus would like.
Well, on paper it worked. I became its resonator, so it would be unfair to say it was entirely useless. But I was a rare case who survived. All it cost me was excruciating pain and my color vision.
Oh, so you see everything in black and white?
Like me didn't make it. It wasn't until I met you that I realized there was more to the story. Rest is in my
Interesting.
study, shall we?
Interesting. Drawing of a family. The picture is a child's drawing of a family, rendered in simple, earnest lines. That's a really good drawing for a kid. Like, holy crap. A father and older younger brother, each one wearing a big happy smile. On the back of the framed picture, a scribbled note reads, "Always happy, Ryan Herson." It must have been drawn years ago, but the frame is carefully preserved and shows little wear. Is one of the brothers the one
Brother
didn't
Ryan
survive?
drew this picture. We're not related by blood. Father took us both in after his own children passed away from a rare illness long ago.
Was that the
Never could
impetus for
handle
his
pain.
research, though?
He was easy to cheer up. Whenever the grown-ups would give me candy, I'd save it all for him.
So, that's why he always has candy with him.
For a while, I tried to be the perfect son Father wanted. It never worked, so eventually I stopped trying. It only got worse from there. What Father tried to do to Ryan was unforgivable. And then came that accident.
You adopted them
What
and
my
used them
father
as
did
guinea
was a
pigs.
rather mundane
Guinea pigs.
story. A cliche. Someone trying to atone for past guilt, only to cause greater harm. Until your hints made me suspect it was someone's staged finale. So I had my father's grave exhumed. It was empty.
Huh. There's some Resident Evil stuff going on here. You examine the burned page. Many parts of it are illegible due to the burns. It appears to have been salvaged from a fire. Judging by the legible contents, is a report. It mentions La Hydroid and void matter was originally destined for the new Federation. At the bottom of the report, you find a signature, the Fractsidus insignia.
The entire Lola logistics carrier was already blown to smithereens by the time I recovered this page. I managed a quick glimpse before the fire consumed most of the page. It is a report from an overseer.
A Fractsidus overseer's report on its way to the new Federation.
Yes. Tucked away in a Lola logistics delivery box. The recipient is Eris in the new Federation.
Oh.
Those 3 items you just showed me. Did the Fractsidus get into Noviali's
I need to
work
pause.
after learning about the Icar's potential for evolution?
Novial Regenerative Group, pharmaceutical corporation based in the New Republic. Its core technology originates from the development of Icar, a groundbreaking medical advancement shadowed by perpetual controversy. Okay, and Icar is, yeah. Just wanted to double check.
They didn't just get into our work. They went a step further. Replacement. Have you ever met the Fractsidus' Grand Architect?
The thousand-faced survivor. We met near the Styx Lake deep within the Dark Tide. Wait. Does this mean your father was...
Replaced?
Yes. My father was just another face the Grand Architect borrowed. Though looking back now, I can't recall the moment the real him was taken. I think the Grand Architect sees life and death as a game. I wouldn't be surprised if Father was even smiling in his coffin as we buried him in that downpour. So, that's your answer. Why did you choose me? Because I have a very personal reason to go after the Fractsidus. Hatred.
Hatred. Even now.
Now, it has become something of a habit.
So the question is, did Dad go full Resident Evil on them when he was still Dad? Or did Dad go full Resident Evil on them because he was replaced by the Grand Architect? And so the hatred is that, you know, whatever happened to his younger brother and, you know, essentially the life, the family that was robbed from them. That's the bit I'm unsure about. Because apparently, you know, he and his brother were experimented on. That much is clear. But what is not clear is, was Dad evil before or after? You know? That's the bit I'm still unsure about. And I hope, you know, as we go along, that gets proven. Personally, I would like it if Dad was always a monster and it just was replaced by a different monster. But knowing how things tend to go, my prediction is that the experiments on them started after their father was replaced. Because as he said, the architect views life and death as a game. So let's keep going.
Continue this train of investigation and you'll see for yourself what they are. But before you do, there's something I should share. My friends in the Black Shores told me you've already had a few run-ins with certain overseers. Is that right?
3. Cristoforo, Frolova, and Scar. Plus the Grand Architect you mentioned.
Ah, those names do ring a bell. Frolova is codenamed Hecate. Cristoforo? Arachnos.
Weaving a web makes
Intriguing,
sense.
isn't it? The flair they have for their own branding. But it's a telling detail. The codename can reveal its owner's style, personal tastes, and even ambitions. Think about it. A powerful resonator who causes chaos at random leaves no trail to follow. But give them a preference, a pattern. We can start to build a profile from the pieces. I've been compiling reports on the overseers for years. Allow me to share what I've learned so far.
Oh, yes.
I've reactivated your access. You'll find the door controls right over there.
Open the way to the Batcave. Holy crap. Is that one of the seats for the creatures in Prometheus? Almost. It looks very much like it.
The Fractsidus is loosely organized. Most of its members have only undergone basic, artificially induced body modification. They're not terribly difficult to neutralize. But if you encounter artificers with more creative modifications, you're likely looking at the handiwork of Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
Hydra is their leading mind on human evolution and body modifications. Whoever they are, they often work in tandem with Siren. In other words, if you spot one, be on guard in case the other is lurking close by.
This is giving me like Trails Ouroboros vibes.
Zashiki Warashi won't require much of your attention. This overseer
Zashiki Warashi.
primarily operates in Ashinohara, a region that's been largely destroyed by the Lament.
Ashinohara. I've heard of it somewhere before.
The girl we had in the infirmary for a while. Chisa, I remember. The city that trapped her, Onami, is part of Ashinohara.
Jeez, I got a mention!
On to two key pieces of the puzzle. I did say the Fractsidus was a loose organization, but even the most scattered cells still need funding to function. Remember that report from earlier? It's only a matter of time before you go to the new Federation. And based on the intel I've gathered, that's their most critical base of operations. And where you'll find Eris.
How critical? Do they operate in the open?
Not exactly. But in a place where money talks, they must have members in the highest echelons of government and business. Key members. Their
Interesting.
foothold in the new Federation has given them immense leverage. With that endless stream of wealth, the Fractsidus operates with impunity across the planet. Speaking of which, Star Torch Academy is also heavily funded by the new Federation. To be blunt, they're the Space Trek Collective's single largest donor.
Does that mean there's a lot of Fractsidus?
Duly noted. I'm assuming the other key piece is the Grand Architect?
The Fractsidus Grand Architect. Their true name is unknown. They only appear through borrowed identities. Real people, legendary beings, and even the phantoms of the dead from others' memories. I did brush shoulders with them once. It was a shame. I had no idea at the time, and missed my shot. This pen was the only thing I brought back from that great fire. I have yet to decipher the lettering, but it shows one thing for sure. The Grand Architect has been around for a very, very long time. It's a pity you called me to the High Roy. Otherwise, I would have continued following that trail. But you always have a good reason, right?
You uncovered all this by yourself.
More or less. I did have some help along the way.
To get your hands on one of the Grand Architect's personal items, you did more than just follow a trail. You infiltrated them.
Playing along with them isn't that difficult once you get the hang of it. Like I said, they are a loose organization.
Knowing the Fractsidus, stealing all that intel on the Overseers is risky, no matter how loose they are. Each infiltration will only be more dangerous than the last. Luuk, how can a doctor who doesn't value his own life save anyone else's?
You know, this is the second time you've said those words to me.
Ooh. Well, Rover is nothing if not consistent.
They got away again. If I hadn't been so cautious, I could have taken care of them this time. I should send today's findings to him. It's been 2 years. Suppose I'm due for a report. Good. You got the intel. Would have been a shame if I got myself killed for nothing. You want me to go to the High Roy? Why?
There's evidence of their activity in the High Roy. I need you to keep an eye on things. And frankly, you need a break.
Now is not the right time.
You've already drawn enough attention. Do we really have to wait for you to get killed to decide it's the right time? How can a doctor save anyone else's life if he doesn't value his own? Keep pushing like this, and you'll be no different from them.
Not pulling any punches, are you?
Trust me.
That is a great
That's only
drawing.
the warm-up.
That piece of art is amazing.
The High Roy is a nice place, Luke. Bright, passionate students. Beautiful snow. Perfect for slowing things down. Listen to me on this. Come.
Very well. As you wish.
At that point, someone steps behind and kills him.
So I've led a leisurely life in the High Roy ever since. No need to worry. I know my limits.
Ooh, he does his eyes. Interesting.
Let's set aside the Fractsidus for now. We should discuss the Exostrider plan. But first, tell me what happened to you and Imeth in the Frostlands.
Imeth exists in a loop. Somehow trapped in it. Terrible, it's awful.
Imeth, she... No wonder you're in such a state.
I understand her reasons. She was fighting for her dream, for the High Roy, in the only way she knew how. And I respect that. The fate she chose for herself. But I won't accept it. There's more I haven't tried. I'm not done fighting for her.
Of course. I wouldn't expect you to give up so easily. Now, about the Exostrider. It started with the Space Trek Collective finding a giant solid-skin root network in Bjarter Woods. They identified it as the lid, sealing the Strider Gate, so to speak. It keeps the Threnodians' fractured forms sealed on both sides of the Strider Gate. Break it, and these forms will reunite. That wouldn't just spell the High Roy's doomsday, but the entire
Another
world.
lament?
But the Collective still yearned to open that gateway, to explore the unknown. So, they created the Synchronists. The idea was to use augmented resonance to amplify the Exostrider's power, hoping that would keep the Threnodians suppressed. But lately, the Threnodians' attacks on the seal have been increasing. I'm afraid the Fractsidus is also getting ready to make a move. With the reactor core returned, all you need now is a little patience. Wait for the Exostrider to awaken. Then we can focus on how to use it to find Imeth. You were a synchronist in the Academy once before. I'll speak with Lucilla about getting you piloting access.
Then I'll wait for your news, Luke.
Certainly, but our immediate priority should be the Fractsidus. I have a feeling they're planning to sabotage our plans for the Exostrider.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they are the bad guys.
Rover said he'd like to check on the Exostrider in the Frostlands before he left. Well, could be a way to take his mind off things. Now then.
Dr. Herson, is something the matter?
Must you always assume the worst, Lucilla? Can't I just call to chat?
No.
I find that highly unlikely, Doctor. Let's skip the preamble. What is it?
Rover.
Ah, so this is about Imeth. He was so tight-lipped with me about what happened in the Frostlands. Yet he spoke to you.
Sitting on our hands won't fix anything, and he was willing to open up. If a friend runs into trouble, I'll naturally step in to listen. Besides, what I have to share today benefits the Academy. It could help us get ahead of a few potential issues.
Very well. Let's hear it then. Meet me at the Institute, the usual spot.
Ooh, how much is he gonna say? Meet Lucilla, the usual spot.
The bath's clear.
It's spinning. Oh, Dr. Herson, it's good to see you.
Ethan, you looked fine not long ago. What happened to you?
My thesis, my spot at the...
Hold on. I recall you coming by the infirmary with good news earlier. Something about an institute professor recruiting you for your top marks? Is this the price you have to pay for that? Careful. You might get talked out of the job over health issues.
No, I will get that position at the Institute. I'll crawl there if I have to. I'll come back from the dead if I die first.
That's unhealthy.
Now you're just delirious. I know getting this opportunity wasn't easy. You can't exactly just ask for time off. Come by my office later. I'll write you a sick note. You can't run yourself like an exoswarm, thinking you'll recharge the moment the sun comes up. It's not how we humans work.
Thank you, Doctor. Good things are bound to come your way. This takes me back. I always got my best sleep passed out in your infirmary.
Poor kid. Poor guy.
The bath's clear.
Let's see here. Ah, young Luuk. What brings you to the Institute today?
Just here to discuss something with someone. How have your shifts been treating you these past few months?
Not bad. You know, these researchers, getting them in for a checkup is like pulling their teeth. I have to hunt them down myself. What do you say we grab a drink after my shift? The meal plans here are all nutritional efficiency. Taste like chewed up cardboard.
Of course. Why don't I show you that scout drone model I just finished while we're at it?
You work fast. You really do enjoy that sort of tinkering.
Hey, everybody loves model.
Taking things
Working
apart
on
and
models.
putting them back together again is quite stress relieving.
Because instead of Gunpla, he
It's a
makes
nice
things
way
that
to
are actually
unwind
functional.
after a day's work.
So, what do you say we sneak over to Rogan's place when we get a minute and liberate the cannon barrel from that precious bot of his? We can put it back after he's had a good meltdown.
I'd rather not be an accomplice to that. It's unethical. And I can't believe you're still holding a grudge over that fish he stewed behind your back. The bath's
At least
clear.
the colleagues at least are weird. But really, everything and everyone's getting in his way. On his way. I still want to understand what the floaty things around people's heads are.
Have a seat, Doctor. Shame. I thought he would come with you.
He's been here before, but things are different now. I prefer not to have him tangled in the collective's trivial matters.
Fair enough. But I'm not like those stubborn old goats you're used to dealing with. I don't chase after pride or rank. All I care about is Star Torch Academy. Now go on. Give me the highlights, Dr. Herson. The Fractsidus. I understand. I'll keep a closer watch. As for piloting the Exostrider, if he is capable, that's fine by me. The Research Institute will see to the preparations. That said, we can't ignore the risks that come with opening the Strider Gate. I have someone in mind who can help. But first, let me have a quick word with her. The Threnodian concerns every one of us at Lahairoi. I'll handle the board as you've asked. You focus on him and the matters here on campus.
Thank you for understanding, Lucilla. President. Our conversation went more smoothly than I expected. I thought you might think I had a hidden agenda.
You do. Maybe. I don't know.
Thank you. Care for some candy?
I'll pass. I'm well aware of your candy outreach program across campus. I've had my fill of sweets over the years. As for what you said earlier, I've been here long enough to know exactly who you are. Thanks to your efforts in uncovering those moles, the Academy is safer, and we have far fewer headaches to worry about. What truly surprised us was your choice to stay all these years and become one of Lahairoi's steadfast guardians.
Oh, I'm just glad the President doesn't see me as some busybody.
You're the right kind of busybody. The kind we're happy to have.
Also, you're kind of hot, so
Friend of
that
mine
helps.
sold me on this place. Went on and on about the beautiful snow and the bright, passionate students. Convinced me to come. But when I actually got here, nothing like the brochure he described. Turns out, 8 out of 10 staff members were planted here by different factions. Our students dream of reaching the stars, all while living in a gilded cage. Meanwhile, we have Roya dealing in exoswarm parts and colluding with new Federation smugglers. I know that these students aren't fools. They're the best minds from across the nations. If even I can see what's going on, how could they be blind to it? It's their ideals, their hope for the future that lets them endure the ugly realities of this place without becoming cynical. I only came to Lahairoi because a friend recommended it. But now...
It's home?
Now you've grown to like it here, right?
Yes, same as you, Madam President. An urgent transmission from Nana. If you'll excuse me.
TV robot, what do you want?
There was a break-in at the infirmary. Ivor is being kidnapped by the one we previously detained, Warren.
What is your status? Are you severely damaged?
No need to worry. Just need time to repair.
Understood. Prioritize damage control after this call. Notify the Academy's security department. It'll take time for them to respond. I'll go after Warren. Which direction did he take her?
Received message from the Academy. They're heading towards the Sky Arc space station in the Frostlands.
It's the Court of Savante space station he and I discovered before. I'm on my way. Warren has escaped. He's taken a student and is heading for one of the debris fields in the Frostlands.
What do you plan to do?
I'm going after him. I'd like you to set up a perimeter there to cut off his escape and prevent any further risks to the Academy.
You want me to secure a perimeter while you go in alone to handle Warren?
I have a hypothesis. One I'd like to verify by myself.
Very well. Your track record warrants it. Go, Dr. Herson. I'll expect good news.
Interesting that this part of the story is Luuk focused. Like Rover is not playing a part in it. I think that'll continue to be so for the rest of this storyline. And then in 3.3, or sorry, 3.2, Rover will return.
Why now?
I know you've been here before. Take me to the data room. Now!
Oh, okay. I'll do anything you say.
They're heading deeper into the station. Is there someplace we haven't discovered yet? Right on schedule. Rise anew. Time to incise. Vessels laid bare. That's clear.
Run! What's up?
The researchers the Academy stationed here. 2 with gunshot wounds, but still alive. And this one? No vitals.
Luuk stops to administer basic first aid. Airport the situation to Star
Keep going after Warren.
Star Torch Academy. I can read.
The bath's clear.
I thought that was a hole.
Right on schedule. Veins exposed. Entombed in daybreak.
That was some Kamen Rider stuff right there.
The bath's clear. Spatial anomalies. Did someone reactivate the Skyarc system?
I'll get out of Lahai, Roy. Out of this cursed place.
Okay.
It appears Warren's taken Navora to the data room we visited earlier. The path is blocked. It's those error modules again. I should use the adapter.
Oops, wrong button.
It's cleared. Gotta keep moving.
Hey.
Almost there. Now, moment of truth.
Yep. Who do we fight here? Is Warren gonna put up a fight?
brought the student, just like you asked. So, where are you? Lahai was just a minor setback. I'm still useful. I still have work in the new Federation.
Unless Navora is the person who was supposed that hired him.
Stop hiding! Say something! You! That doctor who's always watching.
You've reached a dead end, Warren. Don't you see that?
How do you summon boy
It's your
stuff?
dead end!
Skyark's data room. There must be a reason. Is that just impulse? Perhaps. Time to incise. Accurate prediction. Entombed in daybreak.
Easy.
Dr. Herson! Warren, is he?
He's only unconscious. Everything's okay, Navora. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. It's just that he struck me in the back of the neck. It really hurts. I'm really scared.
There's something off about her.
It's okay. Don't force yourself to hold it in. After a shock like that, it's much better if you let it out. Keeping it bottled up is stressful in itself.
Is she the Grand Architect? She's looking at the pen.
Take your time. Tell me what happened when you're ready.
Okay. I'll try. I need a moment.
Then rest here for now. I'll go check on Warren.
I fell asleep on the hospital bed. When I woke up and opened my eyes, Warren was pointing a gun at my head. He was frantic, grilled me non-stop about Skyark, and when he found out I'd been to the station before, he forced me to bring him.
She's gonna pick up the gun and try to use it. But Luuk is baiting it. I knew it. I know.
Those researchers by the door.
One of them didn't make it. The other two are still alive.
I see. As for what else happened, I don't really remember.
That's all right. I've already formed a rough theory about his motives now. You should rest, Navora. We'll handle things from here.
Is that so? Then, Dr. Herson, care to share your theory?
You're the Grand Architect. Boom!
Doctor. How mean. Is that any way to treat a student?
I'm afraid identity theft is not in the curriculum. Isn't that right, Grand Architect of the Fractsidus? Since you insist on playing the student, I'll offer a lesson. It takes two to play a game.
Oh, yeah! Ah, that's awesome!
My. Played me for a fool, didn't you? I was going to kill you for a little one-on-one time with Rover. Shame.
That image was so cool. The road just appearing in the back. Oh. And I stand corrected that this would not involve Rover at all.
You evaded what was meant for you.
But it's okay. Uncle Warren's dead. Nice and clean.
Being caught out in the open. And still he thought he could just vanish from La Hyroi and get away with this fiasco. The naivety is remarkable.
Anyway, I got back what I wanted too, so I'm a happy girl.
On my way here, I kept wondering why you acted so quickly. Didn't fit your usual style of staying in character until the very end. Just as I thought. You were after this pen.
Ah, yes. My precious. I couldn't find it anywhere. So it was you who took it from me. This is the first time someone's taken something from you. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. When did you begin to suspect?
If you must know, my suspicions began to deepen during our last visit to the space station, when you feigned that injury. Your acting had been flawless, Grand Architect. But even you cannot mimic what you don't understand.
Pain.
Death itself.
Oh, I thought it was pain.
To an immortal like you, no matter how many times you die, it's just another lost identity. And I happen to have seen you die before.
Oh? Is this why you've had your eye on me all this time? Let me think. Whoops. Can't seem to remember. My bad. My real favorite things are the ones that are really old and far, far away. But you're something special, Dr. Herson. You're the first person in forever to ever come this close. Without you, the game in the Hyroi would be so boring. So, you get prizes. And I promise, it's right up your alley. Now, for the first one. At the upcoming new solar celebration, among all the lovely students, stands a member of the Fractsidus.
Oh, that is creepy.
I'm so looking forward to that child's performance.
Telling us this doesn't do your spy any good.
But that's what makes it fun! It's a cat and mouse game. The mouse needs to know the cat is coming, or how else will it run fast enough on its little wheel? To win, you just have to be the hunter. And if you do end up catching that child, that just proves they were useless anyway.
That was only the first. What's the next one?
The next prize is right here in this data room. You're so smart, Dr. Herson. I bet you've already figured it out, no? I had so much fun on this little trip to the Sky Arc. So, how did you feel seeing the etheric sea? Oh, home sweet home. Your faraway home. The one you can never, ever go back to. Leading you there wasn't all for nothing. The look on your face was the sweetest treat.
I really want to kill the Grand Architect now.
Let's be sure to have more fun like this in the future. Until next time, you two. I wish you a pleasant past, present, and future.
Why did you stop me? You think we couldn't have stopped her here?
Yes. My goal was to gather intelligence, not apprehend the Fractsidus' Grand Architect. When we dug up my father's empty grave, I realized that it is no simple feat to find an immortal who leaves no trail. The Grand Architect may appear to act on a whim, but in my observation, that playfulness is just another layer of disguise. There's a purpose behind it. When Nana called earlier, something felt off. Warren is a researcher himself. Why would he need to take a student hostage to investigate a debris field? Even if he did, breaking into the infirmary and letting Nana send a distress call was a sloppy strategy. Of course I'd be the first person she contacted.
So that's why you called me afterwards. I did hear Navora say you've had her in the infirmary all this time. You were keeping an eye on her then.
I was waiting for her to show her hand. Until then, it was all speculation. I needed to see her end the act to be sure. Immortal, 1,000 faces. We've managed to gather quite a bit of intel on the Grand Architect. If I'm not mistaken, there should be something more important hidden in this room. Otherwise, she wouldn't have called it a prize.
What might be in here? Let's see.
These are personnel files from the Sky Arc space station. This lettering. Do you recall the lead researcher on the Etheric Sea Initiative? The one we saw in the hologram during our first visit?
Professor Junchi.
Yes. During his lecture, he mentioned a scholar who had just joined the project, Wei Ying, but his introduction was cut short. I've found that scholar's record in the system, and her name. The letters of this name are a perfect match with those engraved on that pen.
Are you saying that scholar is the Grand Architect?
According to these records, the Etheric Sea Initiative was stalled due to a lack of funding until she joined. Then, it was pushed back on track. Her involvement influenced the CSC's decision on this project. But everything else about her birthplace, employment history, or academic background is missing.
Sounds like another identity borrowed by the Grand Architect.
Indeed. It seems we've just traced this 1,000-faced individual back to an even earlier point in Solaris' history. These records also show Wei Ying took great interest in the CSC and Etheric Sea Initiative during that period. That must be why she infiltrated the Skyark space station.
The universe. What secrets is it hiding behind all those infinite stars? I really want to know.
And about that footage... No need to explain. The fewer people who know about your secret, the better. It just occurred to me that this wasn't a coincidence. If her goal in the past involved you, then it's something to keep in mind on your journey ahead.
The Etheric Sea. That might have been my entry point to Solaris after leaving my distant homeland. Wei Ying was interested in the Etheric Sea before its planet-wide spread. Did she want to use it as a medium to reach somewhere beyond? I will. Given her nature, it's only a matter of time before we meet again.
That's for sure.
The more she appears, the more she gives away. If she enjoys playing games, then it means she'll follow some rules at least. Otherwise, she'd die of boredom.
Exactly. And as I've said before, sometimes style, personal taste, and ambition can be more revealing than intended. The Fractsidus has more than one base in Solaris, and I'm far from the only one with a grudge or an interest in their activities. Until now, the Grand Architect has been like a reflection in water. She never appears as her own person, only by the faces of the already dead. But now, her fascination with what lies beyond all those infinite stars is a thread we can pull. We can start identifying which schemes bear her signature. And the Court of Savante, since our Grand Architect has taken interest in them before, a trip to Mengzhou may be worth a visit.
The Court of Savante was active in Mengzhou?
Just a rumor. They say a city was built there under their direction. There may be clues there.
Huh.
As for the new Federation, you'll likely end up there eventually if you plan to counter the Fractsidus' operations in the future.
This is already telling us where all the patches
Not
in
now.
it are going.
Things are too complicated over there, and they handle resonators differently. Even with the Black Shore's backing, going in unprepared would be serious risk.
I'll be cautious. Before Navora, did you find any other traces of this Grand Architect on the High Roy?
Yes. There is this one thing, but it's only speculation. About how Imeth disappeared. From what you told me, she died from overclocking trying to stop the Thernodian over a decade ago. After that incident, the Academy detected cracks on the Thernodian seal in the depths of Biarter Woods. The damage seemed intentional.
You mean?
I believe it was the Grand Architect who damaged the seal, and that led to Imeth's death.
Oh, if he wasn't angry before, he's very angry now.
Lucila's people will handle things here now. We should leave.
To where?
Let's go clear our minds. You shouldn't sit with this alone.
Yeah, the playfulness of the Grand Architect may prove to be their
Any further
undoing.
thoughts?
A
There's
great
too many to
forced
count.
walking segment.
Feel like talking about it?
Maybe a little.
Why have that little bit of walking? Why not just make it a cutscene?
I
Weird.
keep wondering if the choices I made in the past were the right ones. I still don't know why I chose to erase my memories. That one decision cost me my grip on everything. It made me leave so many people behind. You, Imeth, those at the Black Shores, and probably more I don't even know or remember now. I pulled everyone into my grand plan to save the world. And when it mattered most, I wasn't even there. If we can't save Imeth, she'll just be forgotten, left to drift in the void forever.
I mean, one thing she won't be is forgotten.
Even if that
But I get your
hadn't
point.
happened, your path was always destined to diverge from most of ours. You know your lifespan is immense. Barring some accident, most of us will leave this world long before you. Death and goodbyes are a final lesson no one escapes. But for you, it's a question that lingers for an exceptionally long time.
You're right.
The curse of immortality.
Since you already know that, you should also see that everyone else has already given their answer. You're still the same person you were before. Just as resilient, still bringing hope to others. That's why, after all these years, we're still willing to stand with you. And it's not because you're a supposed savior. It's because you've always been you. And we're not just doing this for you. We're doing it for Solaris. For the future we all chose to fight for. We chose this path ourselves. You have nothing to feel guilty for. One can only move forward by making peace with what's lost. You taught me that a long time ago. In the end, I failed to find my father's murderer. I failed to protect Rhine. I failed to protect my own family.
But your brother is still alive. You're alive. There's still hope. You did everything you could.
Who knows when I'll wake up next time.
What?
Then we'll make a promise, Luuk. We'll see each other again next winter. You'll open your eyes, and I'll be standing right here, just like today.
Is he going into hibernation or something?
Come now. Enough with that face. Some candy?
Still peddling that.
You always carry candy with you. You sure they really work?
It's the side hustle.
As in,
It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood. Your words.
that. Honestly, not really. It's become more of a habit of mine. As a boy, I'd have one whenever things felt too big to handle. The sweetness was a distraction, something to look forward to. Later, after I inherited Naviale, I realized there were still so many things I couldn't control. So I'd eat them to cope, especially when I was up to my neck in trouble thanks to my business associates. Even after I left the company and set out to follow the Fractsidus' trail on my own, I'd be chewing on one while I watched those who helped me die right in front of me. Still powerless, it seems. So I've come to believe that no matter how strong a person becomes, not everything can be done perfectly. In life, many things are beyond our control. But I still enjoy candy. It reminds me that meeting people is still a gift, even if I know I might lose them one day.
Music in Wuthering Waves is also always fantastic. The singers they have
obsessed with
are amazing.
You forget the joy you felt along the way. A little sweetness helps keep the numbness at bay.
I like this friendship a lot.
I'll have one of your candies.
Fresh out. This one's drugged.
How does it taste?
Luuk, my chances of saving Armeth, they're pretty slim, aren't they?
They are. You'll need a miracle. But you've always been good at making those happen.
Thanks for the candy.
You're very welcome.
I like this relationship a lot. Both kind of support each other. I like it a lot. All that sunlight touches. Now we unlock the final bits. The count completed the main quest. That was just far. Let's go. Let's finish those objectives and be done with everything that is to do in the current content. The story is great. I love where it's going. I love the stakes. I love the new information. There's a lot going on, but it's still quite easy to follow. Which has always been my issue with, for example, Honkai Star Rail, where things become very obtuse. Hey! Yeah. Yeah. Does she assume? Does she dream as well? Do androids dream of robot sheep? We don't know. Yeah, that's a shame. Can we check the items? Can we check the items again? You did say check the items. Rest. Lie down and nap. You close your eyes and drift off. Darkness wraps around you gently, carrying you to a deep, dreamless sleep. Feels like you could stay warm and chilled forever, as long as you're tucked into this bed in this room. With the photo album. With the photo album instead of pictures of Emmett with her school friends. You've seen this before. It would have been funny from a picture she took in the Frostlands. That well-worn photo of you with her when she was just a child. You slipped a new photo from the Fleet Snow Fluff fan meeting inside. You're smiling in the bustling auditorium. Emmett leans close at your side, arms outstretched toward the camera with a big grin and a yay victory gesture. The echo of her song seems to linger. That happy tune. You give anything to hear her sing again. Cannot be seen without love. There we go. Let me put in the fast travel here and I'll ride there. I'm just going way off field now. Okay, we're getting there. We're close. Very close. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on, run up, run up. Almost overshot it. Oh. Just a little bit more. Boom. pretty easy compared to some of the others. What else? And the last one, Unfrozen Hope. What up? What gonna do? What's up? If only who discovered a new path? It's nearby. I have a feeling the Chrono Blight might be somewhere along the path. There's no time to lose. Let's go. You know, you may not have jump, you may not have flying in this zone, but between the jumping and the double jumping, you can get really far away. Just chaining those. This way, I can definitely smell a big bird from here. I only hope the child has not come to harm. Yes, sure. I don't remember anything of this. I think the first one is when you uncover the big bird Chrono Blight thingamajig. Let's see the plants along the path. These trees are not frozen at all, but why is it still freezing cold here? These plants appear real, yet at the touch they are unbearably cold. It feels as though they're simulated. What we're seeing is a simulation. These trees are still frozen in the permafrost. I see. But the exercise power has recreated a vision of the past. The Research Institute must be gathering data from these simulated environments to observe and study Lahairoi as it once was. Huh, let's continue. Never a dead end. When you get, if you reach a dead end, violence is the answer. Whip. Whoopsie. Now what as I was, sliding on a box was not on my bingo card. Whee! Up, up, and away! Up Forest was no ordinary forest. In ancient times, I don't know, it said something. Head deeper into the cavern.
Hopefully this helps.
Wind rises. The wicked will face judgment. Purging all evil. The wicked.
Are we gonna fight the thing now? Oh, another giant bird? If I'm not mistaken, this is the one we followed.
Leave it to me.
Is it really the same one? It's not completely wild. The contamination is worsening. It's in great pain.
Will face judgment.
That's good. Let's go.
Check this out. Shake it up.
She deals so much damage on those tomb breaks. It is absolutely ridiculous. Unfrozen Hope. My condolences. Yes. I keep asking myself, why did it choose to return here after the contamination took hold? To avoid harming you? If that were its intent, it could have fled far, away from me and from the Exoswarm. But it must have had another reason. Exoswarm are part of the Exostrider. To return to the Exostrider is to return to one's origin, a homecoming, but it wasn't contaminated by the Void Storm. But that frequency had already destabilized by the Void Storm. Return to the Exostrider could have brought unpredictable consequences. Yes, and so to protect the Exostrider, he could not follow the others on that path. But for an Exoswarm that has lost the Exostrider, its origin, does it still have a home? This forest was its home. Yes, it had lost its place as an Exoswarm, yet that was not all it was. It had taken the form of an ancient Chronoclaw and lived by its instinct. In that sense, it truly was a Chronoclaw. It still sought a place to return, it still wished for a home, and that place was this forest. By returning home, it kept the others safe from the Void Storm contamination. Even contaminated, it was still trying to help the Exostrider. I'm not sure I get all of it. Sorry, this is Abby. I'm not sure I get all of it, but it sounds like that big bird, sorry, the Chronoblight, was a kind fella. Yes, it remained faithful to its purpose. Thanks to you, I was able to understand its true intent. You have my gratitude. As a shepherd, I have come to the Frostlands countless times to guide Exoswarm back to the Exostrider. But this journey with you, and with that Chronoblight, has been an experience I have never known before. I shall carry this journey with me always. Through you, I have found a new clarity in my calling as a shepherd, and a far deeper understanding of both the Exoswarm and Exostrider. If you ever find the time, come back and visit this place again. I will do the same. That child, I wanted to know this place is our home. We are home now. Oh.
Not bad.
That's a big hugging chest. I think that was the last bit that I needed to do. And that's it for that, but we still have something else, which is here. I think we got more level. No, but I think we unlocked the last bits I needed, which are this one and this one. Hey, the next tactics is fully upgraded. And DIY, this is my look, my accessory, little savior. I like this design. I'm not going to change. Let's just need to click on this so the whole new thing, the notification goes away. Ooh, 2-level jump. Guidebook. I think I'm good. Ah, got a few more, whatever. How am I looking on asteroids? Still low. I need to get to the... to have enough. Oh, how much time is left? 3 days. I'm not going to be able to get 3 days to get it. I could just spend everything I have and hope for the best. I have spent some, so... I mean, I could get lucky, so... Good, let's do it. This will give me, so... 320... I need 20 more to do basically as much as I can. So let's do it. Nothing. Nothing. Not what I wanted. Do I have now enough to buy? No, nothing. And I have enough to use as much as I can. And that's the last one that I got, and nothing. I suppose I won't be able to get this one. Anyway, good enough. Same all. Yeah, that was the 20 I needed, that I thought I needed. So, 3.1 is done. Done and dusted. Let's leave here because otherwise that fight's gonna start. Let's go back to the Star Church Academy. Leave you there. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to what's coming in the next patches. I am really looking forward to it.
And quantification are the bedrock of science.
Well, that's all from me for Wuthering Waves for now. Thank you, and well, see you next time.